terrible histories. Let's explore troublesome Cold War period, especially economic cooperation in Western Europe. Wait, cooperation is not troublesome. No, Western European countries had political and economic motives behind. The complicated relationships were enough to write a juicy drama. It all began with Marshall Plan and OEEC in 1948. Marshall Plan, that's American. European countries joined the OEEC indeed. Sherlock Hist brings us the report.
After the Second World War, many European countries were heavily distracted. US initiated Marshall Plan and OEEC to reconstruct European countries economically in 1948. It was a starting point of Western European cooperation. For cooperating countries, they got US credit for recovery programs. Hi, Super Marshall.
Our policies facilitated trade among European countries, like reducing tariffs and trade barriers, forming free trade areas. We, America, assisted our major European trading partners for economic recovery because of our long-term interest. The US granted credits to them and fostered their economic growth to ensure their ability to pay back.
US politicians intend to apply American principle, federalism and Euro, and create a supranational institution to integrate European economy. Historian Michael J. Hogan described this as an economic US of Europe. I've heard that you invited European countries in the Eastern Bloc to join. Is that true?
Yes, we did invite them, but Molotov from USSR thought that the plan strengthens Western Europe and counterbalances Soviet's power. They refused and blocked our benefits to them. This was a bulwark to integrate European countries and bring peace. Balance of power has changed within the cooperation. France's economic power was strengthened to replace Germany as Europe's industrial center. This controlled German nationalism and prevented her from being aggressive again. It prevented from dividing Europe into rival economic and political blocs. However, Soviets' rejection caused division in Europe instead.
Super Marshall only reveals part of the truth. Although US had invited Eastern European countries to join, she was afraid of Soviets' expansion to Western Europe by giving them financial help after the Second World War. To prevent that, historian Hogan pointed out that Americans dictated active role in rebuilding Europe. This intensified the tension with USSR in the Cold War. Let's go to year of 1950. Salute! You must be Robert Schuman.
I just reviewed a governmental proposal called Schuman Declaration. As I said, the coming together of the nation of Europe requires the elimination of the age-old opposition of France and Germany. We had been maintaining a hostile relationship since the Franco-Prussian War. During the 18 years we fought in 2 world wars, I anticipate economic cooperation can bring reconciliation between us and help achieving unity of Europe. Moreover, I believe our cooperation can maintain peace in my country and Western Europe. My plan aimed to make any war between France and Germany become not merely unthinkable but materially impossible. Ruhr and Saar in Germany produce lots of coal and steel. My plan is to set to mitigate German dominance in coal and steel, which may threaten post-war reconstruction and cause another world war. The plan also balances influence of 6 members in production and material purchasing.
Oh, I remember. The European Coal and Steel Community was proposed in Schuman Plan. This was solely a European cooperation, which was different from the Marshall Plan and OEEC. It aimed to create a common market of coal and steel for cooperating countries under a supranational high authority and benefited both production and consumption. What does that mean?
As producers, we now learn mass production techniques under an integrated and a common market. Labor, natural resources, and capital are also mobilized and utilized. Our governments build infrastructures to achieve a common market. The production cost is largely reduced.
Can you benefit from the reduced production costs?
Of course, producers from cooperating countries benefit from ECSC. The reduction in production cost facilitates large production in coal and steel industries. It also decreases price of steel and capital goods, while increases business opportunities and exports. Consumption and purchasing power of people in member states also grow.
Oh, I see. To boost intra-European trade, there are bilateral trade agreements, which facilitated free movement of goods, services, and capital within cooperating countries. On top of that, joint research on steel techniques with other steel-producing countries in Western Europe like Sweden, Austria, and Spain is facilitated. Overall, ECSC drives economic cooperation among cooperating countries and throughout Western Europe.
ECSC also links with the situation of Europe and Cold War. Academic scholar Gerhard Beer analyzed ECSC as a counterbalance for Soviet satellite system. Western Europe suspected that Soviets targeted coal and steel industry of West Germany's market. USSR might persuade German nationalists to help Soviet establish power in West Germany by promising political unification. ECSC was a strategy against Soviet because a common market balanced industrial power of cooperating countries including West Germany. On the other hand, ECSC did not count US in. Previously, Western European countries largely depended on US imports because iron curtain cut raw material supply from Eastern Europe. This created Europe's long-standing trade deficit with US. It was not a healthy economic recovery. ECSC strengthened economic unity of most Western European countries, which gradually rose as a strong European community during the Cold War apart from existing two great powers, US and USSR. What's next?
What are these two trees for?
Few years ago, ECSC was a seedling. Now it has grown into a strong tree. It extends benefits from coal and steel to other aspects like agriculture and technology. It creates a comprehensive common market which fosters economic and political unity of Western Europe. You can see inner 6 farmers plant the EEC tree here, outer 7 farmers plant the EFTA tree there, but their tree is weaker so they get jealous.
I know something about EEC. EEC policies facilitated trade inside the community. Cooperating countries had no customs duties for trading, but they received uniform customs duties for importing goods. Furthermore, citizens from community had same pay, working conditions, and social benefits regardless of where they worked among cooperating countries. Moreover, firms were regulated under same laws and taxation. Thus, countries could mobilize resources, goods, and services, specialize their production according to comparative advantage, and maximize productivity. Without common currency, transactions were carried out in units of accounts. This reduced transaction costs, which encouraged trade of goods and services.
Operation of EEC was affected by the Cold War. For instance, East Germany did not need to pay common custom tariff to West Germany. However, due to the Iron Curtain, producers from East Germany had to pay when they exported goods to other European countries via West Germany. This caused distortions of traffic. Producers had to know origin of goods clearly, even for semi-manufacturing goods. See how frustrated producers are in West Germany.
However, West German producers got unfair advantage importing from East Germany. They could incorporate cheaper materials from East Germans who received lower wages and export their products at a higher price.
After the great success of EEC, other European countries wanted to imitate their success. Britain was afraid of growing power of France and West Germany under EEC. She proposed free trade area around EEC, however, it was rejected. Britain later co-founded the European Free Trade Association with other members of Outer 7 in 1960 and aimed to promote free circulation of industrial and agricultural goods. But the benefits was not as significant as the EEC, so several members decided to leave EFTA and join the EEC. However, they encountered rejection until 1973. How can I deal with my economic problems when I cannot gain much from EFTA? EEC, can I join your side?
No.
May I join your side? Please, Charles.
No, first, I fear British participation in the EEC will weaken French authority in the EEC. Also, have you guys heard of Trojan horse? Greece used a wooden horse that filled with Greek armed forces to enter Troy and won the Trojan War eventually. Britain and the US had a close relationship. I'm afraid British participation will be the wooden horse with strong American influences inside and affected our decision on European economic policy.
De Gaulle vetoed Britain twice. Later, George Pompidou, the next president, accepted British application for the EEC. In 1973, Britain and Denmark officially joined the EEC. EEC and EFTA seem like competitors. With French rejections, these separated economic organizations seem dividing Western Europe and producing more tensions in Cold War. In fact, they share a friendly relationship. Both groups have their own agenda, so it's not like a competition. Meanwhile, they cooperate with each other. For instance, EFTA-based companies had investment in EEC. Therefore, this cooperation actually helped bringing European countries together.
Thanks for watching. Bye!